Hey guys, welcome back to the Bunker. It's Wednesday, which means we can do another episode of Wild Card on Wednesday. I think we got a decent color tonight. I think it's going to turn out cool, but we'll see. Stay tuned. You'll see. All right, we'll be right back. Audio. Can you hear me okay? We're back. Okay, sorry. Faux bother. I left this on mute. So, okay, how do you guys hear me now? Sound okay? We good? Okay, there we go. Everybody say no sound, no sound. That's okay. At least I know you guys are paying attention, so that's good. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the Bunker, which is now one of two places we're going to film now here um, at my place. You guys probably saw the giveaway video for the Dark Pumpkin giveaway. New backdrop. What did you guys think of that one? Okay, good. There we go. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Awesome, awesome. There we go. That pesky mute button, you know. So anyway, welcome back to the Bunker. Let's go ahead and get started for tonight's episode. First off, I want to mention right away. It's been a couple weeks since we've had a sponsor, but hang on, this music's kind of loud. Tonight's sponsor, right, Dan? The Sound of Freedom is tinnitus. Tonight's sponsor, funny we mentioned that, veteran-owned business, Bugling Home LLC. This is a veteran-owned business by my good buddy James. He's going to be the sponsor tonight. And what his business does, what he does for a living, is he's a realtor here in the Valley, anywhere here in the Treasure Valley, specifically working under the Keller Williams office here. But this is going to be tonight's sponsor. More to follow this. We're going to highlight this here a little bit, but just want to go ahead and give you a quick shout out, Jim. Thanks for being the sponsor tonight. So appreciate you being here. We will cover some more information about Jim, James, and everything that he does. As far as being a realtor and everything going on there. So we got some good stuff coming there. We got a good color lined up for tonight. Before we can officially begin, forgive me if I'm a little tongue-tied and twisted tonight. I'm sure you guys can hear the lovely train. Cuna Express, Pony Express, I guess, coming through. Anyway, it's been a couple of days now, running kind of wide open. I'm going to move this camera so you guys can see me while I'm working here. It's been a crazy couple of weeks here and no sign of letting up. So if I'm a little flustered, it's been kind of a packed day trying to get things done. So I'm going to try to calm down, get in the groove here. We'll give you guys a nice show. Let's get officially started with, hopefully you guys have a nice cold beverage. Let's say hi to a few folks. What's up, Dan? What's up, Joey? What's up, Delta Mike? What's up, Frank? Hey, Joe Matano, man. Welcome, welcome. There's James, Mr. Mesa, Scotty, Julie, Fishing with Funk. Heck yeah. What's up, Albert? All kinds of good folks. If I missed you, I'm sorry, but try to get everybody. What's up, Steve? Thanks for tuning in, guys. So cheers and welcome to the show. Hopefully you guys have a nice, good evening tonight watching this color being made. I went back and forth a couple times today about what color to make, and I finally decided on one. I think it's going to be kind of cool. This is a little bit of a different take on some of the open pours I did a while back. Had that really flashy belly. When you turn them, you could see that. So we're going to do kind of a variation of that tonight. It's going to be kind of a smoky dark color over a relatively clear belly. Swim bait color. But the top is going to be, like I said, a smokiness. We're going to add some of this turquoise looking wild. It's almost like a turquoise holographic. We're going to add some of that to the top. A little bit of blue highlight powder, this opaline blue. Gives a really cool effect to that top color, especially with that smokiness. And then the belly is going to be nothing but a Hypershift color called Tahiti from Dead On Plastics. This is a, you guys can kind of see it there. Picture eyeshadow. For you ladies out there that do your eyeshadow, this is kind of the same material, but this is a cool turquoise color. So we'll see what the color comes out tonight. Hey, thanks, Dan. Appreciate you highlighting that. What's up, Albert? Yeah, right, Frank. Just have another drink. You'll be okay. What's up, Ricky? Thanks for tuning in. All right, officially, second cheers for all you guys that just tuned in. And let's get going. All right, the top color, the base is going to be a black, solid black as the base, but we're going to go one drop at a time, nice and slow. But here's the official color we're going to start with. Just straight old black from Dead On Plastics. Usually 1 drop per cup is a good starting point. But we're going to have to get to a dark enough level that it activates that Hypershift property of that powder on that belly color. So 4 is definitely not going to be enough. We're going to, there you go. There's 6 more. So we got 10 total there. I don't think we're still there. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So that's 4 drops per cup right there. We're getting kind of dark there. Okay, let's add some of this blue flake or turquoise, whatever you want to call it here. Oh, I'm getting black pigment everywhere. Good deal. We got quite a few folks on tonight. So thanks for tuning in. If this is your first time here in the bunker, welcome. This is your umpteenth million time being here. Welcome as well. Appreciate you having here. We're going to load up this top color pretty heavy with that flake. I really like how that looks. Can you guys see that up top? What do you guys think of that? Dan's already calling it. Yeah, buddy, that looks really cool. We might actually go just a little bit more of the black. I think we need to darken it just a little bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 5 drops per cup. Total of 20 here. Are we dark enough to activate it? I still think we need a little bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So that's 6 drops per cup right now. That's probably about as dark as I want to go to start. We're going to see if this is going to happen here. So here's a cool little deal. Yeah, already got some names coming. Sub-Zero. Yeah, very Mortal Kombat-esque for Sub-Zero. Who knows the move still? The button combo to do the freeze move. I don't remember. All right, we're going to add this opaline blue to taste. This is just a blue highlight powder in liquid form. It just comes already pre-mixed with worm oil. Getting there. That's about 10 drops. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I don't want to overpower it, but I want to be able to see it in the final base that we shoot. So we're just going to start dumping it in there until we get the effect we're looking for. There we go. Kind of like a galaxy picture of the Milky Way, but kind of more blue. A little bit more black here. That black provides a good base to get that color to reflect off there. R1. What's up, Brian? Good evening. First time viewer or long time viewer, first time commenter. I don't know how you would say that. All right, let's start with that for the top. Let's get that belly color going. Again, this is a Hypershift from Dead On Plastics. This one is called Tahiti. It's very much a bright turquoise eyeshadowy color. Like if I could, wonder if this will show it. I'm going to put a little bit on my finger here so you guys can kind of see if I can block my face, if it'll pick it up. Look at the reflection. There you go. You can see it on the top camera. Look at that light refraction. Oh, pre-ordering 25 3.3s. Gotcha. How'd you know I got a 3.3 mold in there, Dan? Letting out secrets. All right, we're not going to go crazy. This is going to be about 1/8 of a teaspoon to start. Because I don't want this. I want the belly to stay kind of clear. I don't want it to get too much pigment in there. We get just enough of the effect. Oh, we're getting close. Can you guys see that a little bit? See how that turned green-ish? That means we need a little bit more to make it blue. But okay, we're going to do about the same amount. There we go. That's plenty. We don't need any more than that, I promise you. Brian's confused. That's okay. We all get confused from time to time. This is the right place to be if you are confused. Maybe we can guide you in the right direction, which is probably going to be on the boat somewhere with a pole in your hand. But hey, at least you'd be happy. It's cheaper than other things you could be doing. It's bad out there. Okay, I think the colors are set for round one. Let's go ahead and get these heated back up here. If we can do it without dropping. All right, fire those up. We got a twin injector heating up. We got a blending block heating up. We're good there. We're good there. Okay, we got some molds loaded. First one we're going to do, I know we do this a lot for our kind of swim bait swim bait shape baits. But we're going to do the 5-inch serpent shad and the 3.8 torpedoes first. That'll give us a good baseline to see where we're at. If we need to, add some pigment or tweak it here and there, we'll see. But those are heating up right now. Make sure you guys stay tuned for the giveaway. We're going to do the giveaway for the dark pumpkin. My apologies for last week. Friday is normally the day that I post that giveaway video, but here's that dark pumpkin. Here's some jar heads. Here it is, and some riflemen. One of our ever-growing popular. These are getting real popular for whatever reason. There's the special ones. These are not available for purchase any other time. These will only be for giveaways. These are some hula grubs, 5-inchers, some big ones. So these will all be part of the giveaway tonight for that dark pumpkin color. Again, sorry for the tardiness of posting that. Hopefully you guys got your name in for the giveaway. It looks like we had quite a few. I think we got over 40 entries this time. So thank you guys for participating. Appreciate you all. All right, let's grab our plastic here. Let's hope we're nice and hot so we can get rolling on round one. Got lots of bubbles lately, and if you guys have ever dabbled in the bait making world, anytime you get a lot of moisture in the air, a lot of high humidity, you tend to get a lot more bubbles in your plastisol. Well, lo and behold, if you guys are local, you already know this, but we've had rain the last 2 days, and the moisture level, humidity level is much higher in the air, so we've been dealing with bubbles. So we're going to try to keep them at bay tonight, do the best we can, but if we get a few bubbles in the baits tonight, that's why. So, but we will try. All right. Without further ado, let's shoot first round tonight of the yet to be named color. However, we have had one suggestion already. But keep in mind for a name for tonight's color as we progress and shoot these. I think you guys are going to be pretty happy. I hope so with how these turned out. But all right, here we go. Oh, you can see it on the laptop way better, Joey. That's awesome, man. Yeah, if you guys turn your phone sideways or view this on maybe a browser, a TV, you can, what do they call that? Cast to the TV from your phone. Definitely helpful. So hang on, Miller. I'll let you in just a second. All right, here we go. Round one of tonight's yet to be named color. Kind of this smoky over this turquoise Tahiti color. Here we go. Like I said, these are the 5-inch serpent shads we're doing first. There's one, two. Get those topped off. Now we got to turn this sideways because these swim baits, the molds are cut a different way, so you guys probably can't see me on this camera, but I promise I am still here. There we go. Let's get everything topped off. I think we did the colors good enough. We're going to get that effect. Oh, man, the wind direction must have changed. I just got a whiff of one of our local dairies. I'm surrounded by at least 3 of them where I'm at here in Kuna. But, man, whoo, it smells like you know what. Oh, I think this is going to turn out great. Okay. We're going to see if we need to top anything off. I'm excited for these. Okay, these are going to look good. Real good. Got a couple swim mates I got to top off real quick. Okay, let's get our plastic in the microwave. And let's go do some drawing. Let's figure out who's going to win last week's giveaway color. Dark pumpkin. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, hang on a second here. Oh, where am I at? There we go. Okay, so I'm going to share my desktop here real quick. There we go. There is the giveaway. Oh, yeah, will do, Scotty. Thank you. Thank you. Smell of money. Yeah, it smells like something. That's for sure. It smells like something. All right. Let me grab the list here. Oh, I got the hiccups. You know what that means? I need another drink. There we go. All right, let's copy these. Go over to our wheel of names. Paste those in there. There they are. Look at all those, man. We got quite a few folks that jumped in the giveaway this week. All right, let's do a whole lot of shuffling. That way you guys can't say that, oh, it's rigged. I'm not going to mention any names because that'll jinx it, and who knows is going to win this one again. So, all right, here we go. One spin to win for last week's dark pumpkin color. Who is it going to be? Spin, 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 spin. Congratulations, Paul. Paul Mond is the winner of the color from last week, dark pumpkin. Congratulations, Paul. We will get these to you pretty quick, probably. So congratulations, bud. That's awesome. Thanks for playing, everybody. It's anybody's guess who's going to win, but congrats, Paul, man. I think that's Paul's probably second or third time winning. But he's been a long time viewer of the show. So congrats, Paul. That's awesome. Okay, we're back to normal. Okay, good to go. All right, I think it is time to start opening up some molds. Let's take a look at tonight's color. I might have a delay with you guys commenting. Usually I'd get a bunch of crap already if somebody that was a previous winner. Yeah, there it is. Okay, comments are starting to come in. Hey, Jesse, what's up? Yeah, great question. Jesse Kessler's asking, are we going to be at the Sportsman Show? And the answer is absolutely. We will be at the Sportsman Show. We are going to be in booth 124 or 123. Hang on one second. If I was smart enough, I would have had that info ready to go. It's either 123 or 124. The reason I am not 100%, 124. Okay, so right as you come in the main entrance, the first two aisles you're looking at, if you go to the right one, we're like the fourth one down on the left. We'll be right there. So yes, we will be at the Sportsman Show. Can't wait to see you guys next week there. Kicks off Thursday afternoon, 5 o'clock, I believe 5 to 9 on Thursday and Friday. Saturday's the big day. We'll be open all day there. We'll have some good deals, some decent discounts, maybe. Stay tuned. We'll announce those as we get a little bit closer. But yes, we will be at the Sportsman Show next week for sure. We've got a bigger booth this year, so you guys can hang out a little bit. We had a 10 by 10 last year. We upped it and went with a 10 by 20. Hopefully you guys have a little bit more room to hang out, talk fishing, BS a little bit, have a good time. Looking forward to seeing you guys out there. Frank, I've got a little bit of stuff to give away, but probably not as much as last year. Definitely doing some stickers for the kiddos. There'll be a raffle giveaway contest. We have a couple of different booths that you're going to need to get to enter into this giveaway. I'm working with a couple other companies. So it'll be like kind of a card to get your stamp or your check mark for each of the stations, and that'll get you entered into quite a big giveaway. But that'll be announced here real soon. So, oh no, Dan, that sucks, man. We're going to miss you. Brian, to be determined if we're going to go live next Wednesday, because Wednesday next week is setup day. And we'll see how long that takes. So to be determined if we're going to go live next week. If I don't go live, what I'll at least do is Thursday. I'll probably at least record a giveaway video for this giveaway for tonight's color. So hopefully that answer your question. All right, here we go. Without further ado, tonight's color reveal. Okay, so this is the top part. This is that smoky black, a little bit of that turquoise bluish flake. Looks pretty generic so far, but here I think is what's going to be the kicker. Here we go. We're going to open up. Look at that right there. Now, here's where the magic happens. Let's get all these out of here. Now, let's see if it actually does the the trick. Oh yeah, it does a little bit. Maybe it does it better over here. You can see more of the effect of that Tahiti color. Looks pretty good because I mean sideways it's clear as can be looking sideways, and then you kind of turn it and you get that hyper shift on the belly. I don't know. What do you guys think? It's very much man, I'm trying to think what that looks like. Winter Soldier. That's a good name. Hey, what's up, Mike? Mr. Plaus in the house. How you doing, sir? Thanks, Scotty. Appreciate you. Okay, that's the first 5-inch serpent shad. Like these are pretty translucent from the side. That's I might have went a hair heavy on the. No, I don't think so. I really like how they look. The problem is I can't get a camera to show you just how good these really are in person with the reflection on that belly color, and I promise it's popping out here in person. The reflection on that color, you can see some of it way out here. We're have to figure out how to get the lights right to do that. So give me 1 second. Thanks, Paul. Midnight Shine, Mr. Felty says. I like that name, Chris. Dan wants to donate a $100 Bunker Baits gift card in their absence. So maybe we can throw that in the giveaway, Dan. Thank you so much for throwing that in there. We will absolutely add that to the raffle giveaway for the Outdoor Expo extravaganza. $100 towards Bunker Baits. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate you, sir, for doing that. Thanks, Joey. Appreciate you. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good, Dan. I'll text you, man. We'll make sure we're on the same page here. All right. Here is the 3.8 torpedo. Man, these are turning out. I don't know what do you call those? Like a blueback herring or maybe something like that. That belly color is shining pretty good right here. There you go. You can kind of see some of that hyper shift in the bellies there. Oh, we lost focus here. Maybe it'll show it up here. There you go. Now you can see it. That Tahiti color. Oh, way better once you take them out of the mold. So you see how it's pretty translucent. I don't know if you guys can see this. It's pretty clear looking through that belly. You can see my finger through it mostly. Well, that light's messing with me. You can see a little bit of it there. But thanks, Brian. Appreciate you. Glad you guys like the color tonight. No, Miller wants back. Give me 1 second, dog. Let me get these swim baits out of here, and we will get ready and shoot round 2 here. Oh, yeah, these swim baits are just as good. Yeah, you guys have got to see these. You might be able to see it with this camera. The hyper shift effect on that belly is just phenomenal in person. It doesn't do it justice on the camera. No matter, I don't know if I can get it to actually do the full effect, but well, you're getting some of it there. But it is just phenomenal what that does. Whew, looking good. I like it. Okay, round 1 complete. Let's load up round 2. And as Dan alluded to already, we're going to shoot some 3.3-inch swim baits, and then 2 other new molds that we have not shown you guys yet here on the show. So stay tuned. Right. Oh, thanks, Jimmy. Appreciate it. Thanks, Richard. Right, Frank. Yeah, a lot more shift there. Changing that swim bait, you could see it more. So give me 1 second, guys. I gotta let my dog out. Come on, boy. All right, let me get these hung up real quick, and then we will work on the next round here. Really, where I can put these swim baits so I don't have to hang them up real quick. I think they can stay there for now. Okay, round 1 is hung up. Good to go. Let's get some plastic. Let's get ready for round 2 here. Sorry, Tracy. That's what I do, man. Yeah, right, Joey? That'd be awesome if you could be in person. Oh, man. All right. Let's grab our plastic here. Now this one, we got to make sure we get the top color on the right side because some of my molds are backwards. Yep, there's that. Those bubbles I was telling you about. Being little pesky pains in the you-know-what. We might have to do another 30 seconds to a minute reheat on these. Oh, no, we might be all right. I spoke too soon. There's a lot of thick stuff at the bottom there. These cool off pretty quick. I've got the doors cracked and open. There's some smoke. Not smoke, but vapors coming up from this. So sometimes that gets a little heavy. All right, we're going to go another probably 45 seconds. Let's get those ready. We got the blending block ready. We need to clear out our injector. Let's get going on round 2 here. Thanks for sticking with me, folks. I think it's going to be worth it, especially with these new ones. These are some molds you guys haven't seen before. Again, it's a 3-3 swim bait. This is going to be a brand new lineup offering. I'm only waiting on some packaging to get that one out to you guys. As soon as I get some decent packaging, we'll get those mid-range swim baits out to you guys. And then these other new ones here, we don't have a name for this next shape. This is going to be something brand new you guys have never seen on the show. Don't have a name for it yet. So maybe we'll do a naming contest for this next bait coming out. So this is kind of a test deal. Okay. Michael says we should add some stuff to the top, maybe a little bit more. I've got an idea what we can add there. I've got some sparkle. I know exactly what we're going to do to that top. Stay with me here. Where's my sparkle blue? There it is. There's one of them. Sparkle blue, sparkle blue. Sparkle blue. There's the other one. Okay. Yes, we are going to add something to there right after this round. Yes, Dan. Nice call. We are going to do some spotters here real soon. You know what? Since it's hot, let's do it. Let's add that sparkle blue to that top real quick. Thanks, Scotty. Chris says copper flake. That's an interesting twist. So we're going to add 2 sizes of this. This is called sparkle blue. Let's see if it'll focus here so you guys can actually read this. Come on. Oh, this is ridiculous. There it is. Sparkle blue. 2 sizes, 040 and then 015. But what this does is you can kind of see a little bit of those effects, how shiny this is. This is like the magic glitter that you don't know where it came from. All of a sudden it shows up depending on what level the light is, what angle it is. Okay, that's plenty. We went nuts. That's okay. You guys can see it here. See the effect on the edges? That's what the sparkle blue effect does. Cancel. The phone's trying to talk to me. All right, let's see what that does. We're going to stir this in here so you guys can see the effect. There we go. Now you guys can see some of that sparkle flake in there too. It's a little bit. It's not a ton. We'll see how that does on this round here. Hopefully that'll be more what you're talking about, Michael. And then maybe we'll think about doing that copper. What's up, Rich? Oh, Richard says, ooh, I like it too, bud. All right, here we go. Round 2 going down with the 3-3 swim baits and the 2 brand new molds. They're the same shape, just different sizes. We will show you that right now. Yeah, right? Just like the night sky. Okay, here we go. Round 2. Okay, I think that was the 4-inch. This is a 3-inch. I'm giving away details on the new molds here. Okay, we got those covered. Here we go with the 3-3 swim baits. And here a little bit, we got the small swim baits lined up too. You're going to get all 3 sizes of the torpedoes that we are going to offer. The 3.3s are not available for purchase yet. Like I said, I'm just waiting on some packaging to get that all lined up. I'd hate to give you guys a subpar product and not have clamshell packaging available, because then the tails get all jacked up. And okay, are we all topped off? Nice. Here we go. Round 2 complete. Oh, I bonked the camera. Better not mess that one up. Big Black Flake, Dan says. That is a good name. I like it, Richard. Night Sky. Midnight Shad. Jeremy says he'll take him in a Ziploc. He don't care. We'll see what we can do. I've got the feelers out on a couple of suppliers to see what we can get and how fast we can get them. They're not going to be here before the show, I promise you that. But we're going to do what we can. Yeah, I get Scotty over here to help pack all these up, huh? Absolutely. Come here, boy. We'll come say hi. You guys want to see the mascot? You can see him on the one camera. What's up? He's getting big. He's being a turd today. We caught him sneaking on the couch, huh? Little stinker. He's been a good boy, though. All right. Go down. All right. Round 2 poured. Let's get these out of the way. See how fast we can get these opened up. Now let's talk about some current events, maybe / future events. First off, I want to say thanks to everybody that stopped by Saturday to the Idaho Rod and Reel Learning Center. The Idaho Bass Federation put on a angler meet and greet on Saturday. That was a pretty cool event. So thank you guys that showed up to that. Thank you for supporting the Burgers and Hot Dog Drive and the raffle. Man, you guys are awesome. So appreciate that support. Yeah, he is, Dan. He is such a good boy. Midnight Eclipse. That's another good name, Rita. Rita's on a streak for naming baits, though. They are good ones, though. I mean, they were justified. So, all right, let's get our parts back. Let's start clearing out the injector. Excuse me, the blending block. Man, that's kind of cool. There's the 2 colors, and by themselves, it doesn't look like much. But when you turn, well, when they're melted together, that effect just, you'll see it. I'll try to get the best picture I can in the sunlight. Paul, no, I didn't get a new one. That's still Miller. He's turning more and more white, though. It's like he's getting old already. Okay, we're going to clear out the injector here. Jeremy says, how was Shasta? Shasta was awesome. Had a blast. My very first trip there. Had about 2.5 days of practice to try to figure out a brand new lake that happened to be the biggest lake in California. But that's okay. Covered some water, eliminated a ton of water as fast as I could. Thought I was on some decent, what I consider average fish, 2-pounders. Was a little bit of a struggle day 1. Fish and pressure definitely increased from practice. From the fish I found early on day 1, by the time I went there Derby day, they had kind of disappeared or got lockjaw. So I kind of had to bail on everything and just go fish some areas that I thought had some decent fish, cover some water, different techniques, and it was good. I think if I'd have had a day or 2 more to try to figure that place out and really dial in that spotted bass bite. It's been a couple years since I caught one, but it was good, man. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I wish I had another day or 2 to practice before the competition, but don't we all? But overall, not bad. Midnight Minnow, Tracy says, I like that. Okay, here is the 3.3 swim baits coming out of the mold. There you go. There's a nice side view. I feel like if I go further back, you can see more of that effect. You can kind of see that belly shimmer a little bit. But this is the new 3.3 torpedo from Bunker Baits. All right, there's the first one. Those turned out all right. Let's grab the next one here. Paul says he's got the perfect pup for me. Paul, I cannot have another dog right now. There's too much going on. Thanks, Richard. Thanks, Dan. There's a second one just like it. There's another 3-3 for you. That mid-range swim bait. What's really cool is the tails on these. They're really skinny coming down through here, but the plastic I use is durable enough, so they're not going to pluck your tails off, but you don't sacrifice any action on these. So, what's up, Pat? Pat says, I'm here. Yeah, right, Jeremy? Downsize a little bit. Wait till you see the small one. The small one is an absolute crappie killer. The 2.8. Whoo-hoo. That'll get bit most times, more often than not. Sounds like Miller wants back out here again. Can't make up his mind. Come on, boy. Oh, man. All right, let's keep on going here. All right, brand new mold. You guys have not seen this one yet. I believe this is the 3-inch version. Don't have a name for it. Nothing. But I thought it would look really cool in this shape tonight, so that's why we're shooting it. I did get these to do a little bit of R&D first. But here is the top view of check out this bait right here. Now, here's going to be the cool part. Let me get this so you guys can actually see this come out of here. Look how clear those bellies look right there. But then you turn it sideways. Then you get that hyper shift. Chris says he needs both sides of the swim baits in this. All right, Chris. Check out this bait. This is the 3-inch version. It's similar to that of a little jerkbait, but it's solid body. There's no hook slot. And look, the top is wider than the belly. So, I don't know. What do you guys think about this? Look, I think on a little drop shot. Look at those ghost. Do you see those ghost purple, or excuse me, the ghost blue flakes in there now dancing in that top color? Back up just a hair. There you go. Maybe you guys can see it better on this one. Woohoo! Dan says pro staff only bait. We're going to try. If you guys want something like this, we can make this happen pretty freaking soon. Mike says weak swig from the koozie. We'll make up for it. All right. And then here is the same shape in a 4-inch version. Again, we'll show you guys coming out of the mold here, kind of what these look like. Boy, that hyper shift in that belly is really making this color pop. You guys can kind of see that here as you rotate it. You know, relatively clear sideways, especially that direction right there. It looks pretty clear. And doink, just comes to life. So Dan says he'll demo. Joey says he loves it. Thanks, Pat. Thanks, Garrison. I need to get a few more molds. Right now, I've only got one for each shape. So not available yet. Let me get the rest of the molds I need to get these into production. We're still doing a little bit of R&D, but boy, I tell you what, you really can't beat something like this. Or if you're going to do some strolling, seems like a pretty deadly color there. So we will see how those go here in testing here real soon. But either way, I think we're going to add these to the lineup for sure. Jeremy says clean. Yes, sir. Like it. Frank says he's going to need some 3 and 4-inch. All right, guys, let me get the other molds ordered, and we'll get them here as soon as we can, and then go from there. Yeah, right, Chris? Like the old school. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Paul says maybe I should bring the puppy over so they'll fall in love, and then I can't say no. That's what he wants me to do. We can't do that, Paul. I can't do another dog right now. There's no way. No way, no way. All right, so the next round we're going to do let's see if I can make this happen here. We're going to do some 5-inch tridents. I want to see what they look like in the whole body, big 5-inch swim baits. And then I want to see what these look like in a frog. So we're going to shoot some of the scuba frogs here real quick to see what they look like. Mold's closed, good to go. Let me get a quick check on our plastic. Okay, we're getting there. Yeah, we're pretty warm. We'll do a little 30-second blast while we're hanging these up. So we will need a name for this shape. So be thinking of that. We'll do an official naming contest coming up for that shape here real soon. So yeah, right, Jeremy. I agree with you, man. Yeah, Garrison agrees. Bryce says the sponsors also count as pro staff. Man, sounds like you guys like these shapes. So maybe we'll get a little bit of pressure getting the rest of those molds here. All right, let me get these other swim baits out of the way, and we will grab our stuff and get ready for round 3 officially. Where's my gloves here? I smashed them on this side. All right, here we go. The suckerfish. Oh, nice, Mike. Awesome. Hey, Mike, your order went out. Mike Powell, your order went out today, bud. I emailed you the tracking number. So 18 pounds for 5 fish. Dude, that's a good bag. Right on, James. All right. You know what? Stay tuned. I got something for you. Wonder how am I going to do this? Let me think about the giveaway we're going to do this week. I want a certain way to do it. That way we can help out my buddy Jim for sponsoring tonight's episode. Of course, Bugle and Home LLC. It's his business name, but Jim's a good friend of mine. I've known Jim since I moved back to Idaho when I got back out of the Army. Jim was probably one of the first people I met at when I was working IT with HP at first, then swapped around a bunch of owners for the contract we were working on. But so I've known Jim for almost 10 years now. But long story short, he's a realtor here in the local area, here in the Treasure Valley, and the surrounding area. If you are in the market or know somebody in the market for a house, whether you're buying a house, selling property, you name it, definitely hit up my buddy Jim. I'm gonna share your contact info here in just a second again, and then I'm gonna get creative with the giveaway. I think with your so to let you guys know what he's doing, he runs most of it right now from his personal Facebook page until he can get big enough to kind of start a business page there. So we're gonna try to help Jim out with his personal page. So Jim, you're probably gonna get a bunch of friend requests here pretty soon. It'll be good. Pogue. Now, Dan, what is a pogue to you? And I'm going to ask that because I think it's different from different branches what a pogue actually means. All right, here we go. Let's shoot round 3 officially. Did I stir these? I think I did. All right, here we go. Here's round 3. Yeah, we're going to have enough for round 4. All right, here come the froggies. There's one. These frog molds take a lot of plastic. Hopefully we can get through the rest of these swim baits here. River donkey. I like that, Rita. All right, here come the 5-inch Trident swim baits. We got to remember to pour these a little bit slow. These have a tendency to catch some air bubbles every once in a while by the tip there, or by the nose, the snout. But we're going to try to keep going here. We got at least 3. Do we have enough plastic to do 2 more? We're going to run out. I think you're only going to get 4 swim baits out of this. Yep. That's what it's going to be. I didn't have enough of the injector to get the rest of those actually poured. That's okay. We got enough for the 4th and final encore. Person other than grunt. Gotcha, Dan. Okay, so very much the similar meaning. Anybody that basically doesn't go outside the wire, if that makes sense. That's how kind of we all did it. The people that didn't go on deployment, we called them fobbits because they always stayed on the fob, the forward operating base. They never went outside the wire and actually went into combat. So that was the name we kind of called them most of the time, were fobbits. But I will tell you, man, if it weren't for them, we'd suffer a lot more, man. The chow hall folks, security folks, we could sleep at night sometimes when we were back. It was nice. All right, round 3 complete. All right. Looks like I missed a few comments here, maybe. No? Good deal. All right. What else is coming up here? We talked briefly about the Sportsman Show coming up. Yes, we're going to be there, spot 124. Make sure you guys stop in. There will be some raffle giveaway stuff, but we'll announce that here real soon. Be awesome to see you guys, really. That's what I love most, is seeing you guys talk fishing, hanging out, having a good time. And hopefully you guys can make it out there. generally a pretty good deal. If you guys are looking for the deals on most of the other vendors, I would highly recommend showing up on Thursday right at opening. If you're looking for some of those huge discounts for some of the bigger name companies that show up there, man, they dump some big discounts day one. Dan says the smaller fluke shape. I've got the smaller swim baits. I wonder if we got enough plastic to do the. Oh, it's gonna be a lot. So I think what I'm gonna do for the next round, I want to do the spotters. I want to see what they look like in a drop shot. We're going to do the little swim baits, and then I want to see what they look like in a twin tail. The Shammer twin in this, I think, is going to be deadly, to be honest, especially on a swim jig, even Carolina rigging, midsummer down deep. This would be awesome. Richard asked, when is the Sportsman Show? So officially, I'm going to pull up the calendar so I don't tell you guys wrong. It starts next week on Thursday. So day one is March 5th. Yeah. 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th is the official dates for the Sportsman Show. Saturday's the big day, but Thursday and Friday from 5 to 9 on Thursday and Friday. Saturday's like 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. It's like a huge long day Saturday. And then Sunday's a little bit shorter. I think it stops at 4, like noon to 4 or 10 to 4, something like that on Sunday. So, hey, what's up, James? There you go, Paul. The closeout sales. Closeout sales are pretty good. Ours is still a secret, but we'll tell you guys what the discounted rate's going to be at the booth for this expo. We'd love to see you there. We got tons of new products, new colors. Some of the Wild Wednesday colors you guys have seen, like 90 weight's going to be there. Lava Crow's going to be there. Pickle Rick's going to be there. A brand new color called Juicy that you guys haven't even seen yet is going to be there. So you guys definitely want to get to the expo if you can. All right, let's heat up our plastic one last time here for the fourth and final round tonight. While that's heating up, let's clear out the injector. We will do the official giveaway video for these, I swear, on Friday. It'll be put out. Hopefully I can make the instructions clear enough on how to enter. But Jim, I'm going to try to help you out, get some more traffic over your Facebook page. So you're going to get a whole bunch of friend requests here real soon. Hold on, man. Things are good, James. 11 to 9 on Saturday, Brian says. Okay, thanks, Brian. Appreciate you, man. 11 to 4 on Sunday. Dude, thanks for looking up the hours, man. Appreciate you. Heck yeah. Get this injector clearing out. We will open up the molds. Yeah, right, Paul? That is a good reason to be there on Sunday. Man, closeout deals sometimes are really good. But I know some of the big, what was it last year, Everly stock hunting bags. Day one, they had all their big hunting bags, like all the 2,200 and above cubic inch bags were like 60% off for that first day, and they sold out within an hour. It was nuts. I was trying to get up there and get one, but lo and behold, nope. Cheers, James. We're about time for a refill here. All right, let's open up some molds. Here is the frog. Ryder says, any more BAM tournaments this year? Yes, absolutely, Ryder. I will be at the California Delta for the next one in early May. And then after that, we've got, I believe it's Moses, then Potholes, and then the Columbia, and then Don Pedro in September. So I plan to make the rest of them. All right, here is the top view of the scuba frog. I almost said shad. Kind of a smoky bare bones color. Doesn't look like much there, but I think our ticket is going to be right when we open this up here. Yeah, we got a good laminate line. Those look kind of cool. Look at all the flake in the backside there. As we rotate it, you guys can see that nice blue hyper shift. Again, I wish the cameras were picking up a little bit better. All right, Ryder, we'll see you there, man. Heck yeah. Yeah, Richard, I got 2 of them down there. Fortunately, that's the game you got to play if you want to go play some higher tournaments. So, all right, there is the second frog mold. There's that belly. This one kind of bled over a little bit. I kind of like the imperfections, but how's that for a cool looking frog? Yeah, that'd be good as a trailer too if you needed maybe a chatterbait trailer. All right, here comes the hey Teresa. Sorry I didn't make it Bye today, Teresa. In time. Today went sideways in a hurry. Got off the tracks and wasn't good. Thanks, Joey. All right, Richard. You know. All right, here we go. Thanks, Delta Mike. All right, here we go. These are the whole body, solid body, if you will. I cut off the hook slot pieces here, but this is the 5-inch. All right, these look too good not to pull them out of the mold here, but there is the 5-inch. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna get the full screen here, so you guys get the full effect. All right, so this is a 5-inch Trident in that color tonight. You see how clear that belly is till you start rotating there. Look how green that turns and blue and all those turquoise-ish colors on that belly. I don't know. What do you guys think? Right, Dan? I love the bleeds too, man. I really do. All right, so there's the first Trident one. I've only got one more cavity on this one filled, so you get 4 for the swim baits as far as the 5-inch one. So there is the last one right there. And again, as we rotate, you can really see that hyper shift effect. It's going to look so much better in person, I promise you. It looks, you guys can probably see it on the other, I don't know if I can get you on the other camera good enough to really show it like it really needs to. It looks about 8 different colors depending on the angle you look at it. So thanks, Paul. Appreciate it, man. All right, let me get these hung up and we will get prepped for our final, 4th and final round tonight. But I've got we got 5 molds we're going to try to shoot with this round. We'll see how that actually turns out. Now, these I got to hang up, so this is going to take just a second. I know I'm not on camera, but bear with me here. Okay, we got one more here. There we go. All right, swap out some molds here. Brian says, I know how that feels. Got the job site today, found out my trailer tire was flat with a screw in it. Then a nail gun broke. Oh, man. That sounds like one of them days. If you're in the trades, specifically construction, man, some days are like that. You can't win. It's just a bad day. Brady says, I need the serpents. We can make that happen. Okay, bear with me, guys. This is going to take a little bit of setup time. I need to be smart about this. We got to get our spacing right. Let's try that one there. Those are the twin tails. And then let's load up our spacer block. That looks like correct. Joey says, when I win these, you can just see him in person. Joey, I hope you win. Man, I wish all you guys could win, honestly. It'd be nice if we could make that happen. But whoever the winner is going to be extremely happy with how these turn out. Okay, I think we're good. One. Okay, we're good to go. We can shoot this final round. We got to shoot this one a little bit hotter because we got a lot of cavities to get through. Star-Lord, that's a good name, Dan. Oh, man. All right, let's grab. No, we got all the molds there. Okay, we're good to go. Hopefully our plastic is hot enough. We might have to give it a little stir and put it right back up there, but we're going to see. Star-Lord. Wasn't that Chris Pratt's character's like nickname, Star-Lord, on Guardians of the Galaxy? If I remember right. The random facts I remember. If you guys, here's a weird question. If you had to stir both hands at the same time, would you go opposite directions? This way, that way, go to the same, or go the opposite? I don't know. Is that like the old pat your belly and rub your head kind of thing? All right, getting warmed back up to operating temp. Injector's clear. Exactly. Yep, you guys got it. All right, blending block is hot. Molds are loaded. We just need hot plastic. We're going to shoot the final round tonight. We are about out of this one. Paul says neither. Oh no, Richard said neither. I was looking at the wrong comment. Neither. I trip over my shoelaces and fall over. Rub your belly and pat your head, like that, or is it rub your head and pat your belly? Opposite. Okay, I had it backwards. That's funny. You guys remember that as a kid? Oh man. All right. I think plastic is plenty hot. Yes, it is. Let's get rid of these air bubbles and shoot tonight's fourth final round of the evening. Thank you guys for sticking with me through the episode. Appreciate y'all. I'm really liking tonight's color. So much so that I kind of probably need to make some for myself at some point, but we'll see how this goes. Hey, what's up, Jason? Thanks for tuning in, dude. Okay, here we go. Like I said, plastic's a little bit extra hot just to make sure we get through all of these. We're going to go right to left, I think, and see how this works. All right, here we go. Hey, have a good night, Richard. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. We'll see you next week. As you pee, Paul says. That's a whole extra step. I don't know if I can do that. All right. Fourth and final. Going down. Here's the twin tails. These are the Shammer twins. I think these look really good. Hey, Mr. Franklin. What's up, Jason? Thanks for tuning in, sir. It's all right. Better late than never. That was me last week with the giveaway post. Totally spaced it. I was prepping for that TBF event and totally spaced out about putting the giveaway video together. Okay, there's the drop shots. That seemed like a good pour. Okay, now how many little swim baits can we get out of this before we're out of plastic? I've got 8 planned. I think we're going to make it. It's going to be tight. It's going to be real tight. Especially if I got to top this off. Yep. Okay. And one more. We had just enough. Look at that. We made it. We made it together. Teamwork. Okay, get all those topped off. I'm excited for these little drop shot worms. I think these are amazing. I'm really determined to kick that camera off that stand for whatever reason. That just seems to be on the agenda tonight. It's all good though. All right. Hey, we made it through a full one. Must have been a long enough show. Yeah, we're almost at an hour here. There we go. Yeah, right? All righty. As soon as these cool off, we're going to pop these open and we will be done with tonight's episode. But man, what a cool color tonight. I really like the kind of the effects on that hyper shift color. It just depends on the thickness of the plastic, clarity. Starship Trooper. It's another good one. Okay, we're going to get these out of the way, get that out of the way. What's up, Miller? All right, I think we're cool enough. Let's see what happens. All right, here's the twin tails. Paul says I need an actual film crew. I'd love one. Any of you guys out there know how to work a camera? You guys come over and film me. Okay, that's still kind of warm in the middle. We gotta wait. I would like a full-on film crew. Maybe one day, Paul, if this actually goes somewhere, that would be kind of fun. But I tell you what, I'm enjoying staying small for a little bit too. Can't complain. Thanks, Jason. Heck yeah. Yeah, the old school T-shirts. Speaking of old school T-shirts, we got a T-shirt to unveil at the Sportsman Show too. You guys haven't seen that one yet either. So we got brand new apparel. It's gonna be down there. We're probably gonna have some sales on some hats, new colors, bigger booth, new display. We'll still have the fish tank, same fish tank and sign you guys saw last year. You know it's us. So onlyfishing.com, only fins. That's what I need. Some catchy shirt like that. It's got a little slogan on it. But thanks, Paul. Appreciate you, man. All right, here we go. This is the twin tail tonight's color. Oh, it stayed on the top side. So this is the belly color. Look how greenish. I can't even call it green. It really is kind of that turquoise, but it's clear from the side for the most part. Well, it looks like it's not there because of the light angle. But anyway, so this is upside down. So there's the top side of them. There's the twin tails. You can really see that hypershift color on the belly there. I like them. Thanks, Dan, for sparing me. He says I won't show it. He said I made some videos, but I'm sure you don't want to see them. All right, another one of the twin tails turned out just the same as the first one, if not better. Looking really good. Give you a twirl as it goes sideways. It's kind of clear, and then all of a sudden, boom, that kind of turquoise effect. Okay, so that one's good. Let's check out the spotters here. And Hippies Friday night, Sublime, yeah. Okay, here we go. This is the spotter drop shot worm. I think I can show you guys right here. Hopefully this will be the awesome reveal. Here we go. How clear those bellies are when you lift them up. This is the magic of a hyper shift. Depending on the angle of the light, you know, it's pretty clear looking sideways, and then as soon as you rotate that, all of a sudden it gives you that green bluish. Maybe it shows it better here. There you go. Now you can see the effect. Look at that. See it dancing? That's the stuff I was trying to show you guys earlier. Almost like the Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights. Maybe that's a good name for this one. Northern Lights. I got you, Paul. Okay, sounds good. Okay, here comes the tiny little swim baits. These are the 2.8s. Thanks, Jason. Okay, here we go. Little 2.8 torpedoes. These are the little guys. If you guys are looking for a good A-rig size bait, this one is pretty good. We'll pull one out and actually show you guys. Again, kind of that clearish belly. As you rotate it, you get kind of that effect. But this camera seems to show it that much better. Clear. Kind of that bluish, maybe down about right here. Man, I wish I could show you better. Thanks, Brian. Thanks, Scotty. Heck yeah. Okay, we got one more little swim bait to open, and that'll do it for this evening. I'll show you guys here real quick. Oh, they got all jacked up, so it's all good. Pluck them out of there. See if we can show a couple of them at the same time to try to get some of that that cool effect. But these are the little tiny swim baits, 2.8 inches. There you go. You can kind of see them on that side a little bit. And then as soon as I get that light right, whew, they start shining. Nothing beats that view right there, though. That one showed it the absolute best. You can see that dancing on the bottom of those little drop shot worms. But if you look, I mean, see, it's pretty clear sideways, and then you turn it over. Anyway, I could look at that for hours. So, all right, folks, I think that's going to do it for tonight's episode. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate y'all being here. Thanks for sticking to the very end. You guys are awesome. What about Sam Marvin? Sam, thanks for tuning in, dude. I didn't see you yet, man. So, all right. Speaking of Juicy, Albert, we got a Juicy color coming out for the expo. Make sure you guys come down there. Thanks, Jason. Awesome. All right, guys. Like I said, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. Fun color tonight. Camera doesn't do it justice. The pictures will be so much better. I'll probably shoot a little bit of video out in the sunlight so you guys can truly see that full effect of that hyper shift. But fun color tonight. I enjoyed it. I think it's going to be extremely effective. If you guys are wanting some of these, let me know. I think I saw a few guys throw some comments saying you wanted some. I'll go back and write those down and be good to go. So it's all good. Oh, Frank tagged you, Sam. I don't know what he said, but anyway. All right, guys. Have a wonderful evening. Thanks again for tuning in. Until then, weather looks pretty good over this weekend, so hopefully you guys get out. Good luck to the guys fishing the Blue Nugget tournament this weekend at CJ. I'm going to sneak out Friday for maybe an hour or two. I'll let you know how the fishing is, but I will not be fishing Saturday. So I won't burn everybody's spot. I promise. I'm just going to go. have a good time, hopefully. So, all right, folks, thanks again. Appreciate y'all. And until next time, next week, let's give another shout out one more time to tonight's sponsor, Buellin Home LLC, veteran-owned business ran by James Adolphson. He's a local realtor here in the Valley. If you guys are in the market for a house, whether buying, selling, doesn't matter. If you have any interest in moving any sort of property, house, you name it, give James a call, 208-899-3094, or hit him up at buellinghome@gmail.com. Thanks, James, for being tonight's sponsor. Appreciate you, brother. Stay tuned Friday. We will be doing the giveaway post. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Until then, have a great night, and we will see you guys next week.